It is now Memorial Day weekend, and chickens over here trying to find all the water that they can find. I ought to tell you something. It is summertime. It is, I don't know, mid 80s and 60, 70, 80% humidity. It's great. Anyway, it is time to work on keeping the chickens cool. So I've got a 70% shade cloth and a 90% shade cloth because the 70 does not take care of it. The trees help a lot in the morning especially, but it's early afternoon now, and you can see the sunlight creeps in. So basically what I do is I take these, and one will go that way and one will go this way, and they overlap, and that's what we do. So let's get started. Okay, so the 90% is partially up here. It's windy, which kind of makes this a pain, and I'll have to shift over here to get under there and lift and get the side up. But you can see already how much of a difference that makes, and it works really well. It's a pain in the butt to get up, and I mean, I do it with zip ties, which isn't the best because they're not reusable, but since most of the time I end up doing this by myself, speed is more of a factor than reusability in this case. So I guess the moral of the story: do what works for you. Do the best you can do where you're at with what you got. Okay, so the second piece is up. That little bit of overlap right there. You can see, so over here we have the sun coming through, and this is 90% blockage. Over here, this is 70%. And then the section here where you've got 70 and 90% blockage, you can see the line. But you can really see the difference between the three sections. Obviously it's going to stay hotter over here, and that'll all stay cooler. But the overlap on both of these is fairly important. Just for where we are, the angle that the sun comes in at, especially in the late afternoon, this helps to block it, and it blocks a lot from the coop. Unfortunately, it also blocks a lot of the solar. The long-term plan, and something I need to get working on because it's now summertime, is we want to run a second panel on the outside of the fence. So the idea is to run up onto one of the overheads, run it out, and then just tie it all back together inside the coop. And that should work fine, but it's just a matter of buying the panel and the wire and getting it done. So we'll see. I might be able to get to that this weekend. I don't know. Anyhow, that is the chicken shade cloth, and so I think we're getting pretty close to, so the chickens are going to stay like this through the summertime. Those will come back off in the fall, and I think at that point we'll be pretty close to having documented the year-round care of our birds. So anyhow, have a great weekend.